hats off to South Carolina. They really were phenomenal tonight. And, with all riding on this game tonight from our standpoint, and they're really a good team. You look at how much they've improved from November to now. I mean, you don't want to play them. I thought that we got off to a great start in this game tonight. We're up 9-4, and then they go on a 20-0 run, 26-2, and we did a great job fighting our way back in to only be down 2 at the half. But to use all that energy and expend all that energy to be down so big and have to come back from that, was really, I think, tough on us. And then I thought the second half we got off to a slow start. And it was their defense, give them credit, and they hurt us. I mean, they shot 48% from the field and held us to 39%. We had 14 turnovers, and they only had 7. We got to the line more, which is positive, but, give them credit. Kostar, is such a great player and such a problem. I thought the first half, he hit 4 jump shots. He was 4 for 11, but they were all jump shots. I mean, he's like automatic 17 feet in. He's going to make a lot of money playing basketball for a long time. And then I thought their point guard, Couchard, was just dominant tonight when you look at 10 assists and 0 turnovers. I mean, that's a line you want to see from a point guard. That's, incredible. 5 defensive rebounds. He was really, really good tonight. And I thought that their bench was really good tonight. They have great depth, and everybody, there are a lot of contributors. You look at the other players on their team. AJ hit a big 3 in the corner when I think it was like a 5-point game to put him up 8. We came off the guy in the corner, came off of him, which was a mistake. We had some defensive mistakes, obviously. But, give them credit. They're really, really good, incredibly well coached. I said going this game to the media back in Starkville, after the last game, I said, it's like, playing Frank's team's like, getting a root canal. But that really doesn't do it justice. Playing his team is like getting a dental implant. Has anybody ever got a dental implant? I had both these teeth knocked out, and they pulled down the roots with braces when I was 27 or 28, and I had them there for about, 30 years, maybe 25, and then I finally had to get implants. And, they're drilling right into your skull while you're awake. And that's about what it's like playing against his teams.
Ben, I hate to follow that. Reggie got his 4th foul.
I mean, what else is there to say, right? I'm sorry.
Reggie got his 4th foul there early in the second half, and I think the score was maybe 6 points there, but then they kind of stretched out to that. How much did that just affect not being able to have him in the game?
It was a big, impact. And he got his 3rd on a drive down there. I think Coach had attacked, and then the 4th was on the offensive foul early. And that obviously impacted the game for us because he's our best player, and he still ends up with a double-double. I mean, he's really a hell of a player. And so it was tough to have him out of the game.
Ben, you talked about just not wanting to play South Carolina, especially late in the season. I know South Carolina's trying to play their way into the tournament, get on the bubble. What do you think about their tournament chances and just the team they are right now?
You talking about NC2A or SEC? NC2A tournament. I mean, I think that our league is so good. I think it is so, tough. I mean, 1 through 14 is the best league, and I kind of hate how they do it now. They don't look at like late, how you're playing. It used to be in the, a decade ago, how you're playing the last 15 games of the year really mattered. Now everything is so much based on in November. And so does that really generate the best at-large bids at the end of the season when the way that they've determined that they're going to do it? The net has some, definite flaws to it. But how you're playing late is huge. And, unfortunately for us, our league, compared to the previous 2 years, doesn't have as many high-rated teams. It's like, I guarantee you nobody, the way they're playing, wants to play them. And they were really good tonight, really good. I mean, I thought they had a great chance to win at Alabama the other night, and that was a heck of a game. We got back from Missouri, and I got a chance to see the second half live and then watch it again, of course, on film. But they're very, very good. And, for Frank and the fans here, for everyone, you just look at what they have coming back. I mean, these guys are going to be really good for the foreseeable future here for years to come, and what they add to it. I mean, they're he's doing a heck of a job as he's done everywhere he's been.
You guys end up cutting into, I think it was about 5 with 3.5 minutes to go, and then they just sort of take off. What do you kind
they
of
got
see
the
in there?
50-50 balls there. We had about 2 or 3 times where we got stops, and they got it back. One time, Coach Art took it right out of our hands. Over there on the opposite side of their bench, you get to win on the road and to be down as big as we were and fought back, and still, I mean, like you're saying, it was like a 5-6 point game with, 4 or 5 minutes to play. So we had our chances for sure.
You've complimented Coach already, but you've played him multiple times for multiple years now. What about his development has impressed you the most?
Who's?
Coach R.
Yeah, well, Coach Art, I mean, there's a reason why they went to the Final Four. And Coach Art was really good as a freshman, all right? I mean, we played him, I remember. They beat us twice that year. And think about Silva's in the NBA. That did not surprise me in the least. I was telling Miami Heat about him. I got a good friend, Chet Kammerer, who's been with the Heat for 20 years. And, I mean, this kid's special. This kid, Coach R, is special because of his ball handling skills, his passing skills, his footwork, his lateral quickness to go with that body. He can play in the NBA. And he's going to be hard-pressed to turn down, money in Russia and everywhere else that's going to want to have him, overseas. I mean, he's a special talent and a great kid. I mean, he's an all-league player, first team in the SEC.
Anything else for Coach Howland before we let him go? Thanks, man.
Okay, thank you.